Hi beautiful lovelies, welcome back to my channel. You are welcome back to another cooking video. If today is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Stephanie and you're welcome to Stephy's Space. Please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and joining the family. You are highly welcome. And to my returning subscribers, hey my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always supporting. So in today's video, I'll be showing you all how I made this tomato stew pepper soup with tilapia fish. This name is too long. Yeah, so I made this stew with tilapia fish, and then I'll be showing you guys how I made it. Also, I will show you guys how I preserve my tomatoes to retain that fresh taste. Like any day you want to use it, you still be having that fresh tomato taste. Yeah, so if this is what you want to see, let's just get right into this video. Welcome back. So this is how I preserve my tomatoes. Yeah, this is actually fresh tomatoes, pepper and tatashe. As you can see, this tomatoes is actually frozen. It is frozen, very much frozen. So what I do is when I buy my tomatoes fresh, I will just wash them properly. My tomatoes, pepper and tatashe, I'll just wash everything, and then I will get a sack and make I'll before then I'll make sure I drain the water from the washing. So after which I'll just get a sack, put it in my freezer, and then I'll pour my fresh tomatoes there. Like I'll pour it whole without cutting it. That is how I do it. Then I'll just let it freeze there, just like so. So whenever I want to make use of it, I'll just bring it out from the freezer. This doesn't take time to defrost. Just like the tomatoes now, I'll just go ahead now and put it inside the pot. I'll just wash it once. It's already been washed clean, but I'll just pour water, just wash it once, and then I will put it back. I'll put it in the pot. This won't take time to start defrosting inside the pot. It doesn't take time. You would think maybe because it's frozen, like it's iced now, that it will take time to defrost. No, it will not at all. At all. Before you know it, everything will just defrost. And when it's defrost, it will still be fresh. Like although it will be soggy, but it will still be fresh. Yeah. And then for the pepper as well, removing the stick from the pepper doesn't even take time at all. You will see, like when I start doing it, you see how easy it is for me to remove the stick. Why it's actually hard now to remove as I'm trying to remove it is because I was using one hand to hold my camera and then I was using the other hand to do it. So it was hard. It wasn't easy for me to pull it out. I wanted to show you guys how easy it is for you to take it out. But when I drop my camera, I will show you guys how I easily removed it. Look at it, Tatashe is frozen, but you can see I can easily remove the stick and the seed away from it. That's to tell you how easy this is. It doesn't even take time for you to do so. Yeah, so let's just get right into cooking. I'll be using these fresh tomatoes to make the stew, the pepper soup stew I want to make today. Yeah, so I'm going to carry you guys along. I just thought to share this with you guys. Yeah, I've actually tried the method of blending my tomatoes, boiling, and then putting it inside the freezer. But after which, after some time, the taste won't remain the same. Like it will start changing taste. But this has been working for me so well. Yeah, I've just poured water into my tomatoes and I'll be putting it inside the pot. I'll just put this inside the pot and put it on fire. You see how easy it to defrost in there. But this method is the tomatoes you'll be using for maybe let's say for your stew, your jollof rice. But if it is tomatoes you will be slicing, this won't work anyways. But yeah, but just for stew, your jollof rice, other things you want to cook aside slicing the tomatoes, because this will become soggy at last and you won't be able to slice it. So I just thought to add this to that. Yeah, so now I'll be putting my pepper as well. I'll just put it inside the water so I'll be able to remove the stick from it. Is it the head? I mean, what are they calling it? Yeah, I had to wear glove because I'm not doing so well with pepper. Before you know it, I was the pepper will start peppering me on my hand, like it will start hurting my hand. So I decided to just wear this disposable glove for it. Yeah, I'll just go ahead now to remove the stick and the seed also from the tatashe. You see how easy this is going? Yeah, so the what's it called? The end result is to get a fresh taste from your stew, your jollof rice, and whatever you want to use your tomatoes for. Yeah, so I'm done removing the stick and the seeds from the tatasha. I'll just wash it out and then put it back into my pot. I'll put it to add to the tomatoes that is already on the fire. Yeah, you see how the tomatoes is bringing out water. So most of the time, if this water is so much, I'll just take it out and use it to boil my meat. Like it gives that yummy taste to my meat, as in the meat I'm going to be using to cook. That's if I want, but if I don't want, I can just drain it out or just let it cook there and dry. Yep. So this is it. I'm just trying to set everything properly into the pot. And yeah, I'll also go ahead to add some onion. Yes, and then I'll also add some ginger and garlic. I used to put more than this ginger and garlic. It's just that I don't have enough. I just have one. I just picked one ginger from my ginger basket and then no one garlic actually. So I just had to just manage it. Yeah, so this is how our tomatoes is looking at. Mhm. This is how our tomatoes is looking like after cooking it for some time. So I'll just go ahead now to blend this. You just blend it. You see how fresh it is. Even the taste is just so fresh. Seriously, I've been blending, cooking, and then putting in the freezer, but that didn't work for me. After some time, the taste will just change. So this method is the best method for me. Yep. So I'll just go ahead now to blend my tomato mix and voila, we start cooking. So yeah, in a pot, I'll just be adding my vegetable oil, GKA granite oil. GKA means generally known as granite oil in Nigeria. So yeah, and then I'll add my onion. I'll just saute this, let this fry for some time. But I'll also be adding curry powder and then some seasoning powder as well, chicken seasoning powder as well. I just love the aroma it gives to everywhere, the environment, if I'm frying my onion. So yeah, I just enjoy putting it that way. I'll just saute this for some time and then I'll go ahead to add my fresh tomatoes. So for this recipe, I'm not going to be using tomatoes puree, GKA tin tomatoes in Nigeria. So I'll just be using just my fresh tomato mix. Yeah, that's all I'll be using for this recipe today. So I'll just stir this for some time just to mix it up very well and then I will cover and allow it to cook. Yeah, I'll just let this cook for some time as well. For this recipe also, I don't really fry the tomatoes. I'll just let it cook, like fry a little bit, because this is not fried tomato stew. This is actually pepper soup tomato stew. I'll just let this fry and then it's okay. I'll just go ahead to add my curry powder, my chicken seasoning powder, and as well my fish seasoning powder, because I'm using fresh fish for this. I enjoy using this fish seasoning powder. So I'll just go ahead and add it as well, and also add my salt to taste. Yeah. So after adding all these, I'll go ahead to add water. So this is the trick here. Because I'm making not you because I'm making pepper soup stew, I'll be adding plenty water to this stew. Doesn't need to be thick at all, so I'll just be adding plenty water to this. I'll stir this and make sure everything is properly mixed. Then this is the fish I'm going to be using. I've washed it properly, cleaned it, descaled it, and everything. So I'll be adding it into the pot now. This is tilapia fish. Yeah, so I'll just add it into the stew now, and I'll cover it and let it cook. So make sure that if you're trying this recipe, make sure to add every seasoning that needs to be added before you add your fish, so that while the fish is cooking is going to be tasty as well. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I'm just, yeah, just try and add everything you want to add before adding your fish, so it will make the fish tasty. So I'll just cover this and let it cook for some time. Yeah, I'm just trying to check, to turn it to make sure that my fish is boiling very well, like it's cooking very well inside the stew, sitting pretty inside the stew. Inside the stew. Yeah, so this is it. I'm going to cover it again and allow it to cook for some time. Yeah, so this is how our stew is looking. It's ready now, so we won't overcook the fish, so it won't start breaking. But right now the fish is done and our stew is looking yummy and also tasting yummy. So this is it. This is what we call soup. No, hold on. The name is too long. This is what we call tomato stew pepper soup with tilapia fish. I don't know if that's what they call it, but we enjoy eating this at home. We usually eat it with hot steaming rice. Yes. Yeah, so you can pair it with anything you want to. I think this is for Benin. They said they use it for swallow. I don't know, but I just saw it while researching about this stew. I don't know, but this is how I make my. Although some people usually add pepper soup spice to theirs, but I don't add anything. I just make it like this. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten to this point and you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please now subscribe to support this channel, please. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up, and then I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for always supporting. Bye.